All right, awesome. Well, welcome everybody that is hopping on with us. Thank you guys so much for joining. It looks like we have some people rolling in right now, so I appreciate you guys being on with us today. Give me 1 second. We're going to roll into today's call, getting started at 10 a.m. You know what? 10:01 on the dot right now. So grateful to be here with you guys today and to be here on our Momentum Tuesday call. So I'm going to actually throw up the slides that we're going to go through today. And we'll start rolling into everything that we have to cover because we have a lot to go through. But you guys are probably like, who is this guy? New face. I am new to the US sales team. For those that I haven't had the opportunity to meet yet, my name is Victor Tafoya. I'm one of the new US sales directors here at LifeVantage, and honestly, so grateful to be here. I have about 14 years of experience in the industry with a few other companies before LifeVantage, and honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better place to land. There are a few things, at least on the corporate side, right, that you look for. Some of them mirror exactly what you guys looked for when you were finding a company. But for me, I wanted to make sure that one, there was sustainability with the business that I was going to be supporting. And the way that you do that is finding a company that has real products that truly work. And that honestly is what I found here. We have such a science-based approach to validating all of the products and everything that we've come out with for all of you guys to take advantage of and to change your health, but also the health of those around you. And honestly, I couldn't be more excited to work with the corporate team here that I've been able to partner with and get to know so far, and the incredible leaders that I've had the chance to meet. One being on with us today, Mrs. Candy Krezelak, that's agreed to do this call with us and share some insights, some knowledge, and some expertise from her side. But with that, I wanted to roll into the call so we can go through our updates and the announcements and what we have to cover. And starting off, obviously, with our proper disclosures, the distributor sales earnings disclosed are potential gross earnings and not net of other business expenses. Again, all of the earnings are completely dependent upon your diligence and your efforts in your own business. And we do not guarantee any income or rank success because it is all based on your guys' efforts. So, any information that you guys need, please feel free to reach out. And we also have our average earnings, the annual earnings disclosure that you can go through if you want additional insights and information. So, starting off, all roads lead to convention right now. I'm so excited to meet all of you guys in April. I know that's a massive event that's coming up, but uh, between January and March, we have some incredible drive era incentives that you get to leverage and take advantage of with you and your teams and work towards. And they're pretty incredible. The first one being breakfast at Tiffany's, being able to qualify for that breakfast and $1,000 gift card to go in and shop at Tiffany's and get some incredible gifts. One thing that you will see, there's going to be a slight change in the marketing of this. So you guys will see breakfast in blue is going to be the new tagline that we're going to be lining up with our breakfast at Tiffany's incentive. We have to say breakfast in blue just for marketing purposes. So just know that's going to be coming up. So if you see anything and that change is going to happen, that's why. And how do you qualify for breakfast at Tiffany's or now breakfast in blue? And that's going to be one of two ways. One, you can hit a new executive rank January through March, or two, you can earn 25 drive era tracks January through March and qualify and earn your spot for that breakfast and that incredible exclusive shopping experience that we're going to give all those that qualify. So going in line with the convention discussion, we also have an incredible driver's lounge that's going to be at convention for you guys to take advantage of. If between January through March you hit at least 18 tracks or more, that's going to gain you access to this lounge with us. That's going to be an incredible experience, VIP. For those that qualify, come and hang out with us, come and really decompress, take a second away from, I know, all the craziness that is convention, lots of information, lots of incredible speakers. But sometimes you just need a moment to sit back, get a moment to yourself and recollect before you go out and meet with your teams or get back into the swing of the event. So incredible space for you guys to do that in. There's going to be snacks, products, a ton of incredible things that we're going to stuff into that driver's lounge for you guys to experience while you're hanging out with us. So one massive lever that we have right now for February, that's going to be a doubling of enrollment tracks for your breakfast at Tiffany's or breakfast in blue incentive that is currently happening. So what does that mean? For every one enrollment track that you're going to get, you're actually going to get two. So make sure that you take advantage of that through the month of February. You do not want to miss out, especially if those of you that are trying to qualify for this. This is a great way to really stack up some points quickly leading into the end of March, which is going to be the final push that you guys have to qualify. So take advantage in February. Don't miss out, and feel free to reach out if you have any questions on that. So one thing that I'm extremely excited for is the Alaska incentive trip. Cannot wait for this trip to take place. I for one, that's been like bucket list for me. I've never been to Alaska. I've been all over the US, all over the world, but Alaska, the Aurora Borealis, being able to see the Northern Lights, go fishing possibly. If it was me, maybe taking a second to go and charter a boat, to go and get some deep sea fishing in, get some salmon, halibut. I've heard the food there is incredible, but more so just the scenery and taking this in with your team that's going to qualify for it. It's going to be a once in a lifetime trip. So make sure that you do not miss out. So qualifications are going to end the end of March, so March 31st. So make sure that you earn your spot. And this is going to be for our participating markets of US, Mexico, Canada, and Europe. So for those of you in those markets that are charging for this incentive, make sure that you guys don't miss out and qualify for that. So how do you earn? You got to have at least 300 points to qualify for this incentive, maintaining a minimum rank of SC1, earning 3+ enroll tracks, 3+ retain tracks, and then a maintaining of a minimum paid rank of SC1 during that time frame. So make sure that you guys hit all these qualifications leading in through March to close out this incentive, and cannot wait to see you guys there in Alaska, and that incredible experience that we have for you. So upcoming events. So I am so jealous. I've seen all over Facebook the stories and Instagram, the incredible time that people are having right now out in South Africa and at that executive destination. So it's happening right now, and that's February 16th through the 22nd. So they have a few days left to soak up the sun, and the incredible experiences that they have planned for them during this is again once in a lifetime. So enjoy it if you guys are watching the replay. I don't know what time it is in South Africa right now, but I'm sure definitely not time for you to be on Facebook. But enjoy that trip and soak it in. Next is going to be our global convention coming up April 24th through the 26th. And that's going to be here in Salt Lake City, Utah at the Salt Palace. Cannot wait to see you guys there. And right on the coattails of that, right after convention on the 26th and that ending, we have our growth summit here in Utah, April 27th to the 28th. Really excited to be there for that and be able to take part in connecting. Honestly, that's the biggest piece for me is, again, I'm new. So connecting with all of our top leadership and being able to soak up as much knowledge and learnings as I can from how we can do things on the corporate side to get forward faster and make some better decisions on our end that only complement your guys' growth and the needs that you guys have to keep pushing. It's really my biggest goal. So a great opportunity that I'm going to have meeting with you guys at convention and that growth summit. But right after that in July, you're going to have our Activate virtual event that's going to be taking place July 12th. So do not miss it. And for those international peeps that are watching in, we have our incentive trip to Vietnam for those in the active markets of Australia, New Zealand, Taiwan, Thailand, Philippines, and Singapore. So if you guys are in those markets and you're watching this as a replay, make sure that you guys take advantage of your qualifications and everything that you have going on in your market to push for this incentive. I know it's going to be a once in a lifetime trip as well. Heard some details and really excited for those that qualify. And again, Alaska is going to be taking place. The trip dates are August 9th through the 16th. And that's going to be for our US, Canadian, Mexico, and European markets. Last but not least, we have our Momentum Academy, and that's going to be taking place October 24th through the 25th, and that's going to be in Dallas, Texas. So cannot wait for that Momentum Academy to hit and be there with you guys to go through some incredible training and really setting ourselves up for success to close the year out on a strong note. And looking forward to it. So if you need information, need to get registered for convention, feel free to go ahead and scan this QR code, share this information with your friends, share this with your consultants, your customers that want to come with you. Make sure that you guys get signed up. To give you kind of a rough outline and a calendar of events with what convention is going to look like. So starting off, we have our corporate tours. And those are going to be happening April 23rd through the 24th. You guys can register for those as well. We have our leadership meeting for MC3s and above happening Thursday, April 24th. And then the opening party, and yes, that is not a typo, disco speedway theme. So sequins and one piece dress suits, those are going to be definitely your go-to for this event and the opening party to come and celebrate with us. So that is Thursday on the 24th. And then on the 25th, we have our recognition gala, and that is going to be black tie attire for the dress code. So looking forward to celebrating with all of you guys at convention, soaking in all the new information that we have to share with you. And speaking of recognition and rank advancements, March is going to be the final month for recognition qualification for convention. So if you want to be recognized, have your name on the big stage, make sure that you guys are aware that March is going to be the final month that you have to qualify in order to get recognized at the upcoming convention in April. So our next growth summit is going to be taking place September 12th through the 14th. Definitely charge for that. Make sure that you guys are pushing to get your qualifications in so that you guys can take part. It's going to be an incredible training, an incredible few days that we have to spend with you, and really just pour into you guys with all the information that we have that we're going to be focusing in on. So really looking forward to it. Activation tour, we are on the road. So you guys will see on the big blue calendar. I think I'm going to share that next. But we have all of our activation tour dates that are on there. I know Gentry was out in in St. Louis last week. I'm going to be in Michigan this week in Kalamazoo, Thursday and Saturday. If you guys have teams that are in the area or people that are close enough in driving distance, feel free to share the information. I would absolutely love to connect with them while I'm out there. In March, I'm also going to be going to Montana with the Smolix, and Candy as well. She's going to be there with us. So really looking forward to these activation tour dates that we have, and really these events that, again, I feel it's my greatest way to connect with you guys. It's not through Zoom. It is a great platform, but I feel in person is always a better option. So really looking forward to spending some time with you guys in person at those events, and looking forward to all the upcoming events that we shared. So this is the big blue calendar. This will have all of our event dates, information, times, host information. So if you guys need more information on any of these events, feel free to reach out. We would love to get you connected and get you guys there in person with us while we're in town. So last but not least, we have our mind body core and our mind body enhance and the MB system. So new resources, the new clinical study, information about the refills, all of that. Scan this QR code. It'll take you to our hub. Make sure that you guys have all the resources that you need when it comes to questions regarding MB. All right, so without further ado, I feel like I've talked way too much, but really excited to bring on Mrs. Candy Krezelak and give you a quick background of Candy. So she has 4 kids, 3 boys, ages 25, 27, and 17, and a girl that's 14. She's also been blessed with a +1, which is her beautiful daughter-in-law. And on top of that, she's been with her best friend and the father of her children for 27 years, which is incredible. And she was a registered nurse for 20 years, but more importantly, now is the CEO of her own network marketing business. And being able to control that, I mean, being a nurse, I can imagine crazy hours, a lot of time at the hospital. So definitely grateful to have her own business now, and as a professional in network marketing. So she is passionate about helping people. And really one thing that I loved that we aligned on is, if you get in this space, you kind of have to be passionate about helping others. It's not really a selfish business. If you get in for those reasons, usually you don't last. But having the background of the nursing background, being selfless and wanting to help those around you, it's a huge advantage, I think, that you have to really reach out and meet people where they're at. And one thing that she's passionate about is helping people heal in all aspects of their life, right? Emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially, with this opportunity that we have to share at LifeVantage. So she believes that every person is a gift and is here for a reason. Absolutely agree. I believe all of us have divine gifts that we've been given, but we can only develop those in the service of others, right? Because they're not just there to help ourselves. It's always going to be in the service of others and what we can do to help those around us. So she's partnered with LifeVantage 5.5 years ago. She is an executive consultant with us and a diamond seller. And she is so grateful to be part of something bigger than herself. Again, a cause that she can give back to and pour her heart into and be of service to. And this business is her passion, and it aligns with her sole purpose of service. So without further ado, Candy, I will go ahead and open the call up to you and kick things off.
That sounds amazing. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you're such a huge asset to this company, Victor.
Thank
I
you.
I am so excited to have you, and we are so grateful that you're coming to Montana because we have a team here that's ready to go and ready to serve more people and ready to help more people. So thank you. And thank you everybody for being here. Tuesday morning, spending time with us today. Didn't they go through a lot of amazing announcements? Like, isn't this an incredible company? They do so much. They just continue to pour into us to help us grow in our leadership. So thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So thank you for that, by the way. I'm really excited to be out with you. Like, I cannot wait to be there with you guys in person and meet you guys. Spend some time, honestly, just getting to know you and the team and the leadership that we have there, because I know it's incredible. But one thing I know really our theme of this call is going to be advance, right? So advancing, and the big focus right now is our healthy weight stack. So you have our NRF2 product with our mind body stack that we have. So by the way, I love data. So I'm kind of a data nerd when it comes to going through the numbers, and you don't find that a ton with sales guys, but it's just something. I have an operations background as well. And I always found data never lies, right? It helps you really create and paint a picture of the story behind what's going on. And when we looked at some of the top promoters of the healthy weight stack, you were on there. You were one of the top promoters of it. But also you have some great retention from bringing those new people in. So what are some of the things that you do to get people started to have an incredible product experience with that healthy weight stack, but also stick around for the long term, right? Because that's a huge piece is if they get started, but again, maybe we lose connection with them. Maybe you guys see them fall away and don't set up a subscription. So maybe it's 2 to 3 months they fall off the wagon and they don't call you back, or they don't want to place another purchase. So what are some things that you do to help set them up for success when they're having again that first order come in, trying the products, getting connected to community? But also, are there maybe some things that you suggest when it comes to like your go-to subscriptions that you lead with?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I honestly really feel like the most important piece is sharing the whole story with the person that's sitting in front of you and making them feel valued and making them feel seen and heard, right? Because we need to meet people where they're at, but we need to paint the picture of what this could do for them in every aspect of their life. If they then choose that they want to start with the products, I will tell you that a lot of people that start with the products will upgrade if you treat them right, and if you respect them, and if you have good customer service, they will upgrade because they will feel so good and they will feel so valued that they're going to want to share with their friends and family that they love and care about as well. So I think it's really starting with sharing the whole story of what LifeVantage has to offer and letting people make their own decision. That's so important to me because if I'm just going to share these life-changing products with people, that's great, but I'm not giving them an opportunity to see what this company truly is, what the vision is, how we're really giving hope back to people, how we're locking arms with people and lifting them up and believing in them until they believe in themselves, right? So starting with that whole story, sharing with people if they decide that they want to start, GLP-1, the mind body system is incredible. It's so incredible, you guys. Obesity and the diseases that are related to obesity is an epidemic, and it needs people need our help, right? There's a huge percentage of Americans that are overweight and that are trying to lose weight. But that's the thing is mind body's just not weight loss. It has so many more health benefits than that. So in that conversation, I'm going to educate people along the way. I want to set proper expectations. You guys, I don't want to tell people that 100% you're going to lose 25 pounds after 12 weeks because let's face it, that's not the story for everybody. Everybody is on a different journey. So everybody has different things going on in their body. People have different disease processes, and it's really setting those proper expectations and making sure that when they decide what products they want to start on, because we have something for everybody. Did you guys know that? Did you know that LifeVantage has products for every single person? Like we cover everything. And so really finding out what products are they looking for? Are they looking for more energy? Are they looking for more sleep? Are they looking for heart health? Are they looking to lose weight? What are they looking for? Setting those proper expectations. I always tell people, make sure that you're willing to give this 90 to 120 days because this isn't a quick fix. Like we have our bodies did not get the way they are overnight, and it's going to take time, and you're going to go through different things. You may get worse before you get better. You may gain weight before you lose weight. Like setting those proper expectations and then really following up when your customers or consultants get their products, going through with them what to expect, how to take their products, just open communication, reaching out to them. Because what I see happen a lot, you guys, is that people enroll a consultant or a customer and maybe then they forget, like they feel like their part is done. They've done it, they've hit their goal, they've enrolled the person, but then where's the follow-up? Where's the customer service? Like, are we checking on our customers? Are we checking on our consultants? Are we locking arms with our consultants and walking them through the process because they don't know what to do? You're the expert. You're the one that's been involved longer. You're the one that knows more information. Even if you've only been involved for a couple weeks, you know more than that person that you're sharing with, right? So that's the important part. Is that answer your question, Victor?
Yeah, absolutely. I love it does. And you hit on such an important piece of setting expectations, right? Especially even just setting expectations on the long-term approach, right? Like this isn't an overnight thing. You're not going to see results right away. It is a lifestyle that you're really opting into, right? Of this natural way of life, being able to supplement, helping your body make the things that it truly needs to make to optimize your health. And to your point, it is going to look different for everybody. So I love being able to frame people with that perspective that they take as they get just started on their journey, because it kind of really dissolves those expectations of the comparison game, right? Like, oh, well, I saw this person, they lost 40 pounds in a month, and it was an incredible quick weight loss story that they have to promote. But again, every single body is different. Every body is different, and how you guys are going to respond to the products. So I love framing it with that perspective because it really puts things in perspective for you when you start. Um, and allows you to join or enjoy every step of the process, right? And what that looks like for you without the perceived expectations of what that should look like because it's happened for others. So love that you hit on that. You also hit on something really important as well. We have something for everybody, regardless if it's the mind, body, or not. And that's something that we aligned on when we spoke was really helping people to have an incredible product experience and not really pigeonholing yourself into one approach, right? Because we do literally have an opportunity for someone to get started and take advantage of our products to improve their health, regardless of what they're trying to accomplish, because of our extremely robust and our breadth of product offering that we have. So what are some of the things that you do to really make sure that you're taking people down the right path and identifying, I think you said meeting people where they're at, right? Like being able to identify really what's the true need. Maybe it's not mind body to get started with. So what are some of the things that you either ask people to figure out what path to walk down with them, or some of the things that set you up properly for that conversation with them?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great question. Because every conversation is a little bit different, right? I remember in the beginning, because I've been involved now for 5.5 years, and I remember just feeling like I needed to get the information out. I almost felt, and maybe you guys, some of you can relate, but I almost felt like a robot, right? And now I really want to show up and be present in the moment with the person sitting in front of me. I want them to feel valued. I want them to feel seen and heard, and I want to do what's best for them. So whatever that looks like, I really want to get to know them. I really want to ask questions. I really want to listen to what they're saying because that is so, so important. You could walk into a conversation, for example, thinking that, somebody is having weight loss or they want to have weight loss. Maybe that's an assumption that you've made. But in reality, maybe that's not what they want. Maybe they just want a little bit more energy and maybe they want more time with their family. So it's really about meeting people where they're at and having that conversation. You guys, we do cover full body health. And the conversation too, always for me is like sometimes, and maybe you guys have experienced this, but sometimes you're walking into, you're sharing the whole story with people, and they're saying, well, I can't afford that. So what about if we could lock arms with them and help them create another stream of income so that they could take the products that are going to change their life? You guys, these products will change their life. And if they can't afford them, then why aren't we sharing the whole story with them? Right? So let's walk them through everything and then let's figure out, is it the healthy weight stack that they need? Is it the healthy glow stack that they need? Like those are two product lines that I go to a lot. I mean, I love the Axio. There's so many products. People are like, well, what do you take? Like, what are your products? And I take all the products. And I know that's unrealistic for a lot of people, but I had to work up to that. I had to create another stream of income so that I could afford to take all the products and so that I could put my 6 family members and my pets on these products, right? But I saw a bigger vision of where this company was going. We will never not be on these products because we all have stories and we all have testimonials. And it's our moral obligation as part of this company to share this information with more people because we need to start helping people heal. When Victor did that announcement, we need to help people heal on all aspects of their life. We truly do, because why are we just sharing, you guys? I know this is about mind, body, and I apologize, but why are we just sharing the product when people are struggling financially and can't afford to pay their bills and they're not going to add a product? The number one thing that leaves a household income is gym memberships, health products, activation products when they can't afford to pay their bills or they can't afford food for their family. So let's share with them how to create that for their family so that they can be healthy in all aspects of their life, because this whole company will change their life, I promise you, if they let it.
I honestly don't even know if I have anything to add. You killed it. That was a mic drop. Like that was incredible. And you hit on such important key pieces, especially one that you touched on that was, I think it's so relatable to anybody, regardless of who you are and where you're getting started. I would say, and again, maybe correct me if I'm wrong, but a vast majority of the objections that you come over when people are getting started is I can't afford it, right? That's expensive. I don't know how I'm going to mix that into my current budget. Our monthly expenses are high. I don't know if I can actually fit that in. Um, I would say the majority of people that get started have that as probably as one of their number one concerns, right? And people getting started organically by just figuring out a way to cover the cost of their products is such a relatable story because I feel like that's what so many have done to get started on their journey as a consultant and building a business. It literally is as simple as let's just figure out how to cover your product cost. And it starts there. And then again, to your point, the vision is caught once they realize it's a real opportunity, and this really can change theirs and their family's life. I was brought up in this industry with my mom building back in the day, and it completely flipped our world upside down 180 degrees, from where we were at and where it took us. So definitely have some deep roots in terms of that statement of just how do I figure out how to make it by during the month, while also making sure that I'm taking care of my family's health and just covering the cost of that. So thank you so much for all those pieces that you touched on. Hope you guys are taking notes. Such an incredible, incredible story. And again, cannot wait to be out there in Montana and meet you guys in person and be with you guys to share some more insights, learn from you guys more than anything, and then hopefully shed some insights from my experience in the past and what I've seen. But thank you again so much. Hope all of you guys enjoyed the call. Happy Tuesday. Great way to kick the week off after a long weekend for some of us, with the holiday yesterday. So great job, Candy. You crushed it. I hope you guys have a phenomenal week, and we will see you guys next Tuesday on our next Momentum Live. Thank you.
Thank you.